Hi, I'm Phyllis Lang, and welcome to Nightwear. This video demonstrates the logging feature in Deep Sky Planner 4. The logging feature can accommodate astroimagers and visual observers alike. This video will show you two different workflows for logging your observations. Either one works equally well. It's simply up to you to choose the one that you prefer. This demonstration is being done on Vista Home Premium 32-bit. The first workflow is appropriate for those who want to set up all their equipment before they go and observe. The second workflow is appropriate for those who want to set up their equipment as they observe. These two workflows can be used interchangeably. For example, sooner or later, you're probably going to buy some new equipment. You can set it up the first time you use it in the field. When you purchase Deep Sky Planner and first install it, you very well might like to set up all the equipment that you currently use. I'll demonstrate the set it up before you observe workflow first. In order to set up your equipment for Deep Sky Planner, you need to move to the Observing Log menu and choose any of the browsers that will allow you to add and modify equipment items in the database. Let's start with the Instrument browser, and it shows in the left-hand pane a list of all the instruments already defined in the database. You can click on an item and see the parameters that are set up for it, and these are recorded in your database. You can add new items, you can edit the selected item, and of course you can delete any item. Next, you might want to add your eyepieces. Here again, the left-hand pane shows a list of all the eyepieces currently defined in the database. You'll want to add items as you move through your eyepiece collection. Let's add a Ethos eyepiece from Teleview, a 13mm Ethos, and the apparent field, of course, is 100 degrees. And you'll see that the left-hand pane is updated with the newly added eyepiece. You should continue through all the different equipment browsers until you have added all the items that you have in your collection. Perhaps special mention needs to go to the camera browser. This list already shows a DSLR Rebel XT camera, a webcam used for planetary imaging, and a dedicated CCD imaging camera. You can also add a film camera if you still use film cameras. The final item that you might want to set up before you observe is defined in the Session browser. Again, on the Observing Log menu, we'll choose Session Browser. A session for Deep Sky Planner describes the location and time that you made your observation or observations. To add a session, click Add. Defined here will be a list of all the locations in the database. It will default to the active location currently selected in the system. The date of the observation session will default to today's date as shown on Windows for your computer. Also, the current time is selected. If you want to select an end time, you can edit this value, and of course, these values can span more than one date. You should also record whether the date and time recorded for the session are stated in local time appropriate for this location or universal time. Next, you should specify your sky conditions. Each of these parameters is an arbitrary value that you can use to rate your skies. The steadiness parameter can be used to accommodate Pickering or Antoniadi seeing scales. Otherwise, these are completely arbitrary figures that you can use for your own purpose. Lastly, notes about the session. Perhaps you'd like to record who is present or any unusual conditions that occur during your observing session. You can also put in free-form information, for example, readings from a sky quality meter. This concludes part 1 of this video demonstration on logging with Deep Sky Planner. Part 2 demonstrates adding observations to the log as you observe. Reporting and exporting features are also shown. I hope you found this video useful and that it helps you get more from Deep Sky Planner 4. Thanks for watching.